Are you your own worst critic? Do you often find yourself replaying past mistakes and failures, even long after they've happened? Well, you're not alone. It turns out that many of us are pretty hard on ourselves. But what if we told you there's a way to break this cycle of self-criticism and instead foster self-acceptance and resilience in your own personal development school? And no, it doesn't involve hugging yourself in front of the camera. In this video, we'll explore the power of self-compassion and how it can be a game changer for personal growth, happiness, and your mental health awareness. So, get ready to be kind to yourself, and let's dive in. Self-compassion is the practice of treating yourself with the same kindness, concern, and support you would offer to a good friend. It means acknowledging your own struggles and suffering and responding with empathy and understanding. Why does self-compassion matter? Well, research shows that it promotes emotional resilience, reduces stress and anxiety, and improves overall well-being. By learning to be kinder and more supportive towards ourselves, we can experience greater self-worth, healthier relationships, and a more positive outlook on life. But practicing self-compassion isn't always easy. In fact, many of us struggle with feelings of self-doubt, shame, and self-criticism. However, over time, we've come to realize that this kind of negative self-talk is not only unhelpful, it's also harmful. And that's why we are so passionate about sharing the practice of self-compassion with others. The 3 components of self-compassion. Self-compassion is made up of 3 key components: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. Let's break down what each of these components means and how they work together to create a compassion mindset. Self-kindness is the practice of being gentle and understanding towards yourself when you're struggling or experiencing pain. Instead of berating yourself for your mistakes or shortcomings, you offer yourself words of encouragement and support. This doesn't mean that you ignore your flaws or stop striving for growth and improvement. Rather, it means that you approach yourself with compassion and understanding, just as you would a close friend. Common humanity is the recognition that we all share in the human experience of struggle and suffering. When we're going through a tough time, it's easy to feel isolated and alone, as if we're the only ones who are struggling. But the truth is, everyone experiences pain and difficulty at some point in their lives. By recognizing our shared humanity, we can cultivate a sense of connection and belonging, which can help us feel less alone in our struggles. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and experiences without judgment. When we're practicing self-compassion, mindfulness allows us to observe our own suffering with curiosity and openness, rather than pushing it away or trying to fix it. By staying present with our experience, we can begin to cultivate a deeper sense of self-awareness and understanding. So how do we practice these 3 components of self-compassion in our daily lives? Here are some examples. Self-kindness. The next time you make a mistake and feel like you failed, try offering yourself some kind and supportive words. For example, instead of saying, "I'm such an idiot," try saying, "It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. What can I learn from this experience?" Common humanity. When you're feeling alone or isolated in your struggles, try reaching out to someone you trust and sharing your experience with them. Chances are, they've been through something similar and can offer you support and encouragement. Mindfulness. When you notice yourself feeling stressed or overwhelmed, take a few moments to pause and breathe. Try to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, and simply allow them to be. This can help you feel more grounded and centered, even in the midst of difficulty. Remember, self-compassion is a practice, and it takes time and effort to cultivate. But by incorporating these 3 components into your daily life, you can start to build a more compassionate and supportive relationship with yourself. Overcoming self-criticism. We all have an inner critic that likes to tell us we're not good enough. This voice can be loud and persistent, constantly pointing out our flaws and mistakes and dismantling our own personal development school. Unfortunately, this kind of self-criticism can have serious negative effects on our mental health awareness, including increased anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. So how can we shift from self-criticism to self-compassion? It starts with recognizing when we're being self-critical and making a conscious effort to reframe those thoughts in a more compassionate way. One powerful technique for reframing negative self-talk is called cognitive restructuring. This involves identifying the negative thoughts you're having and replacing them with more positive, realistic ones. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm such a failure," you might reframe the thought to, "I made a mistake, but that doesn't make me a failure. I can learn from this experience and try again." Another helpful tool for overcoming self-criticism is self-affirmations. These are positive statements that you can repeat to yourself to counteract negative self-talk. Some examples of self-affirmations might include, "I am worthy and deserving of love and compassion," or "I am capable and strong. I can handle whatever comes my way." In addition to these specific techniques, there are also some general strategies for cultivating self-compassion and reducing self-criticism. Here are a few tips. Practice mindfulness. By staying present and aware of your thoughts and feelings, you can begin to notice when you are being self-critical and shift to a more compassionate mindset. Cultivate gratitude. Focusing on what you're grateful for can help counteract negative self-talk and increase feelings of positivity and well-being. Surround yourself with supportive people. Having a network of friends and loved ones who offer encouragement and support can help counteract the effects of self-criticism. Remember, overcoming self-criticism is a process, and it takes time and effort to change ingrained patterns of thought and behavior. But by making a conscious effort to shift towards self-compassion, you can begin to build a more positive and supportive relationship with yourself. Self-compassion in relationships. When we think about self-compassion, we often focus on how it can benefit us as individuals. But the truth is, practicing self-compassion can also have a profound impact on our relationships with others and our mental health awareness. By cultivating a more compassionate mindset, we can reduce defensiveness, promote empathy, and build stronger, healthier connections with the people around us and inside our own personal development school. Let us tell you a story about Anna. Anna was in a relationship with a partner who often criticized her and made her feel inadequate. Anna found herself becoming more and more defensive in conversations with her partner, and she started to withdraw from the relationship. One day, Anna decided to try practicing self-compassion. She recognized that her partner's behavior was not a reflection of her worth as a person, and that she deserved to be treated with kindness and respect. Anna started setting boundaries with her partner and speaking up for herself when she felt mistreated. Over time, Anna's relationship began to improve. Her partner responded positively to her new behavior, and they were able to communicate more effectively. Anna also felt more confident and secure in herself, knowing that she was worthy of love and respect. Anna's story illustrates the power of self-compassion in relationships. By treating ourselves with kindness and compassion, we can create healthier and more fulfilling connections with others. One of the key ways that self-compassion can improve our relationships is by helping us to be less defensive. When we're feeling attacked or criticized, our natural tendency is to get defensive and protect ourselves. But this can often lead to misunderstandings and hurt feelings. When we approach these situations with self-compassion, however, we're able to stay calm and centered and respond in a more constructive way. Instead of getting defensive, we can listen to the other person's perspective, acknowledge their feelings, and work towards a resolution. Another important way that self-compassion can benefit our relationships is by promoting empathy. When we're able to be kind and compassionate towards ourselves, we're more likely to extend that same kindness and compassion to others. This can help us to be more patient, understanding, and forgiving in our interactions with the people we care about. Of course, practicing self-compassion in relationships isn't always easy. We may struggle with setting boundaries, expressing our needs, or forgiving past hurts. But there are many practical steps we can take to build more self-compassion in our relationships. Here are a few tips. Set clear boundaries. It's important to establish clear boundaries in our relationships so that we feel safe and respected. This might mean saying no to requests that feel overwhelming or uncomfortable, or communicating our needs and expectations in a calm, assertive way. Practice forgiveness. Letting go of past hurts and resentments is a powerful way to cultivate self-compassion in our relationships. This doesn't mean that we have to forget or condone hurtful behavior, but it doesn't mean that we can choose to let go of the anger and bitterness that might be holding us back. Be kind to yourself. Finally, remembering that practicing self-compassion in relationships starts with being kind to yourself. When we're able to treat ourselves with the same kindness, care, and understanding that we would offer to a good friend, we're better able to extend that same compassion to others. So if you're looking to improve your relationships and build more self-compassion in your life, start by looking inward, by cultivating a kinder, more compassionate relationship with yourself. You'll be better equipped to show up with empathy and understanding in your interactions with others. In this video, we explored the importance of self-compassion and how it can positively impact our lives. We discussed the three components of self-compassion: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness, and shared practical tips for incorporating self-compassion into our daily routines. We also discussed how to overcome self-criticism and how self-compassion can improve our relationships. By practicing self-compassion, we can cultivate emotional resilience, reduce stress and anxiety, and increase our overall well-being. Remember, practicing self-compassion can feel uncomfortable or awkward at first, especially if you're used to being hard on yourself. But with time and practice, they can become a natural part of your mindset. So be patient with yourself, and don't forget to take breaks and have a little fun along the way. As we wrap up, we want to remind you that you are human, not a robot. Be kind to yourself, embrace your imperfections, and practice self-compassion regularly. We would love to hear from you. Please share your own experiences with self-compassion in the comments below. Did you find any of the tips or strategies we shared helpful? We'd love to hear about it. If you're interested in learning more about self-compassion, we suggest checking out some of the related videos or resources in the description box below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope this video has inspired you to practice self-compassion and be kinder to yourself. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.